That is cute. I'm going to have to learn more about this program soon.
I'll show you how to do it. It's so easy.
Awesome.
Hey, Catherine.
Hello, Jen. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So I'm so excited to talk to you today because I think you have done something that is really quite incredible, and our viewers are going to see that shortly. I'm going to really just let you take it away and tell us all about it. But for those of you just joining us, I am here on the screen with my dear friend, Catherine Dove. You might know Catherine from her Entrepreneurs Digital Course Academy. What's it called?
That was close enough.
Say it. What is it?
Oh, the Entrepreneurs Boutique.
Entrepreneurs Boutique. And she's just a genius in all things marketing, and she's a genius in all sorts of ways. And I'm lucky enough to call her a dear friend. And when I saw what she's been cooking up, I was like, oh my gosh, you have got to come and show my audience what this is, because this is so needed on so many levels. And you're going to see what I mean right now. So with that, Catherine, I'm just going to let you tell us what you got going on and then show us around.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen. Thanks for inviting me to be on this live stream with you. I'm pretty excited because I know you have quite the following out there in the online marketing world. So I'm thrilled to be here. So myself and you and all of us that are building online businesses, there's usually two things that we need. Number one is we need software and online tools. And if you're like Jen and I, you're probably chasing all those bright, shiny objects all the time. With every time there's a new software, a new tool, we wonder if we need it for our online business. And then we also, a lot of times, if we're new to the online business space, we need help. We need coaches. We need experts. We might need freelancers to hire to do things for us in our online business. Because let's face it, we may have an expertise or a talent or a zone of genius that we want to get out there in the world, but we're not tech oriented. We're not very techy. We've never done anything in the digital space or the online space. So we want to get something out there and we have no idea where to go. We don't know what online tools to use, and we don't know who are the people out there that we can hire, that we can trust, that are going to do a good job for us, that know what they're doing. And Jen knows what I'm talking about because we've both been in this space for a while, and we've both had our share of finding tools we really loved that worked really great for our business, and then some that have bombed or not done so well. And the same when we go to hire somebody or hire a coach or take an online course or join a membership or hire a freelancer. We've had some really great ones, and then we've had some that maybe didn't turn out so well. So having said all of that, for the last 2 years, I've been working on what I'm really excited about. It's called the Online Marketing Directory. And I'm going to screen share to share it with everybody. But before I do, I want to give just a really quick analogy that I think will help everybody understand immediately what it is. And Jen, you're the one that helped me with this analogy. And you might not remember, but when you looked at it, you said, oh, I get it. It's kind of like a Match.com or Angie's List or Yelp or an Upwork or a Fiverr. But it's specifically for those of us that are building and creating online businesses, and for those of us that provide services to those that are building online businesses. So I loved your analogy when we talked about that, Jen. I'm pretty sure that was you. Do you remember that?
Angie's List. I do.
Yeah.
Because it is an Angie's List for us.
It is.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about Angie's List before I screen share and show you the Online Marketing Directory. So when you have a leak at home and you need a plumber, or your garage door opener is broken or whatnot, and you need someone to come and do something, you go to Angie's List and you type in keywords to search for what you need. And then contractors will show up, and then usually you can learn more about what they have to offer on Angie's List. And then what I really love about it is that you can read reviews. So you can see if other people, if those contractors provide good services or not. And that's kind of what the Online Marketing Directory does as well. So with that, I will go ahead and screen share. And while I'm doing that, let me know if you have any other questions or things you want to mention, Jen?
Well, I just want to, just spin off that for just a minute, or focus on that, in that, like, the thing about this world that we're in is that when somebody comes around with a course or a program, the only things you're going to see on their sales page are the testimonials that are good. And, and actually, the bigger the budget that a lot of people have to spend on advertising and whatnot, even if you go to Google it and to try to find honest reviews about a program or a coach or whatever,
Right.
because they've developed this online presence, the Google, maybe it's on Google page 5, like it's going to be like tamped down, and online people who are good at online marketing are good at knowing how to do that. So we can ask our friends who have taken certain programs or worked with people, but it's really, it's a long time overdue to have a space where there's just a place where you can go and read reviews, good and bad, about a product or a person or a course or a membership program or whatever. So I think it's something that's been needed for a long, long time.
Thank you. I agree. I think kind of as much opportunity as the online business space gives us as entrepreneurs without, large budgets, as much as opportunity as it gives us, it also, there's such a low barrier to entry, and it's kind of like the wild, wild west. You never know what you're going to get because people can make themselves look really, really good online.
Right.
Let's face it, we can all go make up a bunch of testimonials about our own products and services and put them on our website. But I've never been to a marketer's website and seen them post bad reviews about themselves, right?
Yep.
Right. So anyways, so having said that, so Jen's analogy, Angie's List, think of Match.com for those of you in the dating space, or think of Yelp, where you can write reviews about your restaurants that you might have gone to. And then, of course, there's Upwork and Fiverr, which I know Jen and I both have hired a lot of people through those services. And those are really, really great services. But what I learned the other day that really surprised me is when I hired somebody off of Upwork, they told me they pay Upwork 25% of whatever I pay them. So Upwork takes a percentage of their revenue. So what I'm going to show you right now is another way for people to get new clients, new students, new members in your membership site, but you don't have to pay a percentage. So it helps you with your marketing that way as well. So let me go ahead and screen share, make sure that I can pull this up here. And you can let me know when you can see my screen.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm just going to move this out of the way to my other monitor. Can you see my screen, Jen?
Yep, sure can.
Can you see my hot pink arrow here just for you?
I'm going to take me and you off the screen, so it's just this, so it's bigger. There we go.
Awesome. All right. So, and I'm going to enlarge this just a little bit too, if I can here. So the text is a little larger. You can let me know. All right, so this is the online marketing directory. And before I go through it, let me just click here on the How It Works page. And basically what we do is we provide, or we serve, two different audiences: people that consider themselves online marketers. They're creating or growing an online business. They're selling their products, services, etc. And we also serve those that are the experts, coaches, and the freelancers that are serving people that are creating online businesses. So those are the main two audiences that we have. So in terms of using the directory, and I'll actually walk you through it, but just a snapshot here is that, and it looks like I was editing something before we went live, and it looks like I made a little mistake there. So that's good. I can change that. But there's basically, 5 steps. First, you search for the vendors, and you use a keyword search just like Google, or we have some category drop downs to prompt you that I'll show you. And then you learn about the vendors because you can read articles that they've put on their listings and videos, etc. And then you can read the reviews, which I mentioned earlier. And then you can save your preferred vendors so that you can, come back to them later. So there's a My Favorite section when you set up a free account to do that. And then you can contact the vendors, so you can direct message them through the system. So you don't have to worry necessarily about giving out your email or your social media profiles, et cetera, and then having them continue to, contact you if you don't want them to. And then you can also, after you're done working with a vendor, you can come in and review them. So that's basically how it works. And then there's two types of vendors that we have. We have our software and our online tools that Jen and I both know that we need for a successful online business. And then you can also hire somebody, an expert, a coach, a freelancer. So an expert being somebody maybe that's created a digital program, membership site, coaches that have different coaching packages for you, freelancers maybe that offer, done for you services, or you can hire them to do specific things for you. So those are the two types of vendors that we have here. So let me just quickly go over here to first of all, let me show you the keyword search. That's right here. And you'll usually see this on every page in the directory. So you can type in a keyword. So I'm just going to type in digital marketing. And let's just do a search. And there's our very own Jen Lehner right there. She has a premier listing, which means those are the vendors that will show up to the top. And then there's other people that have listings below that aren't necessarily the premier ones that are still good possibilities that you could consider. So you can use the keyword search on almost any topic regarding online marketing. I'm just going to type in Facebook ads, and categories show up that I'll show you in a moment. But again, we have Jen on here. So that means that she has Facebook ads and digital marketing in her keywords throughout her listing that I'll show you in a moment. So that's one way to search, but you can also search by category, because sometimes, that phrase, we don't know what you don't know. Sometimes when we're building an online business, we don't even know what services we're going to need. And because we're really familiar with the online marketing space, we kind of have a handle on the kinds of services you're going to need. So we have the categories right here that you can search through. So for example, content marketing, blogging, lead magnets, live streaming, podcasts. And a lot of these categories you've seen on other sites that you've been to, like Fiverr and Upwork. So you can just see the drop downs here. So it makes it really easy just to find what you're looking for. And then for software and online tools, we didn't need to have subcategories, but you can see all the choices here. So this is the other way you can find what you're looking for. So just as an example, let me just click on blogging right here for software and online tools. And here's 3 tools right here that can help you with blogging. Now, and while we're here, this is just one of 3 results. This is constantly growing every day. We're adding new vendors and new listings on a regular basis. So let's see here. And then right here, we just have, again, software, online tools. You can see them here. They're just in here alphabetically. We do the same thing for the experts, coaches, and freelancers, but we always have the premier listings on top. So you can see the difference between them. And then let's see, what else did I want to show you on here? Oh yes, the homepage. The homepage is where you can do your searches. You can click right here. I want to hire somebody, an expert coach or freelancer, or I'm just looking for a software and online tool. When you do that, then the subcategories will show up again right here. When you select that, then you'll have other what we call subcategories or specialties over on this side. So you can do that. Makes it really easy for you to then click here, search for a vendor. And then right here, we post all of our newest vendors show up here. So you'll always see the newest ones that we've added. And then we have our other goal. And Jen, just jump in if you need to ask any questions or interrupt me on anything. But right here, what I'm really excited about is our vendor. We want to not only be a place where you can come and find a vendor to hire or a software. We also are going to be, we will be a great resource for you for valuable articles on how to build your business, how to grow your business, how to market your business. So our vendors have the ability to post articles that will help you. So for example, this is an article that Jen posted on her listing, and she was sharing all of her Black Friday deals that she was accumulating and finding. So this is going to be a resource when all the vendors are adding content and adding tips and tricks and tools and how to. So it's a great place, even if you don't need to hire somebody, that you can come and you can just learn and soak in a lot of knowledge. So for example, you can click right here and you'll see all the articles from the vendors, and they're all categorized by tags, etc. So like here's another one that Jen did for us, the ultimate list of my favorite freelancers. So again, great free content that you don't have to opt in for at all. It's right there for you. And then we also have our vendors are posting videos for us as well. So again, Jen has a great video right here. She did an interview with her VA. We've got a great video here on digital marketing and Facebook ads. And if you're a potential vendor, the reason you would want to post as many videos and articles on here is that you're going to show up more in the search results. You'll be featured on the homepage. And then we also let all of our subscribers know whenever there's new content. So we have people that are building online businesses that subscribe to our newsletter here at the bottom. And then we send out a weekly newsletter where we let everybody know, here's a new Facebook ads specialist, here's a new digital marketer, here's a new article that they wrote, or here's a special that they're offering, etc. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Oh, let me look at the reviews here. Look at this. We have all the reviews are posted inside of the directory as well, so people can come in and write a review. So here's one right here, extraordinary coach and guide, etc. It just goes on and on and on about how great Jen is, which if we want to talk about that, we'll be here all day.
Oh, God. Yeah, thanks.
So there's more reviews here. So there's 3 reviews here for Jen. And so Jen, what you can do as a vendor is you can take this link for reviews and send it out to your email list to everybody and say, hey, can you come here to the directory and write a review for me so that you can get a lot of your testimonials on your listing.
Cool.
And the reason you want to do that is when all of our marketers are coming to the site and reading the articles that we're writing, the reviews are showing up on the directory as well. So we have the reviews showing up in a number of places.
Nice.
All right. So with that now, unless you have any questions, I want to take you inside of a listing right now.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So let's go to Jen's listing. Jen's is a premier listing. And let me go back to her listing here. So how the listings work, you might recall earlier I said you can direct message people on the directory. So you can do that right here, and that'll go right into their email box. This is, of course, where you'd write a review. And then you have the basic contact information here, name, website, links to social media. And then this is the about section that the vendors can write whatever they want. And mind you, when people search right here in our keyword search, it's going to pull in any words that you put here in your about section. So you want to think about that when you are creating it. And then it'll show right here the categories that Jen is listed in. So you can see right here, and you might recall I showed you those in the beginning right up here. But these are all of the categories that Jen has herself and her listing marked in that she can help people with. And then here's all her reviews. And then also here's the articles she submitted so far. And as a premier vendor, she can submit unlimited articles. So Jen, I would just recommend every single time you do a blog post on your site, just pop over here and add it as well.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes. And then the last thing that I'll share with you in a listing is that premier vendors can also include specific categories of their products, packages, services, programs. So you'll see right here, Jen has her membership and then her Front Row CEO program. So if I click here, She gets an additional shelf, if you will, on the online marketing directory where she can talk specifically about her membership. People can contact her directly, and then you can click here and go right to the sales page. So you can create external links to take people to your wait list or your sales page that you might have. So, and in Jen's case, she has 2 of her products on here. She can add additional ones as she gets them. This is her Front Row CEO program, the same thing. Just more information on that. And I believe this goes to your wait list since the doors are now closed. And then the last thing I want to show you right here, this is where we kind of summarize what's going on with all of the vendors. So all of the featured products, if I were to click here, it'll pull in products from the different vendors. If you want to just go right to specific products, right to reviews, right to articles, if you want to go right to videos, etc., you can do that. So that's pretty much the overview of it. I can't think of anything else I wanted to share other than, we are in our grand opening right now. So forgive us if you go to a category and there isn't anybody there. We're working really hard to fill all the categories with great vendors. And that's all I can really, in terms of being a vendor, the pricing's right here on the far right up here on the top. We have 3 types of listings. So we have our free listing that just gets you your website, a link to your website, your about information, and your logo. So that's really popular. And then we have a basic vendor listing and a premier vendor listing. And you can see the price point is really a no-brainer. It's $97 a year for a basic listing or $197 for a premier listing.
That is a no-brainer. Are you going to be going up on that?
Yes, we're going to be going up quite a bit once we have a lot of the slots filled. Yep. And the main difference, so Jen's was a premier. She just gets access. Well, first of all, she's going to rank higher in all of the searches. She'll be up at the top of the search, and then she also gets to add more articles, more videos, etc. And then she gets to list her. I don't want to go into all the details on the features here, but only the premier listings can put all of their specific products, like I just showed you with Jen's membership and her course. And then she can put unlimited articles, videos, photos, etc. versus the basic listing. It's just a total of 10. And otherwise, the listings are pretty comparable. It's just mostly who shows up at the top. It's just like Google, frankly, who's going to show up at the top of the search engine. It's going to be the person that has a premier listing, the most articles, the most content. In other words, the vendors that are providing the most value to the marketers that are visiting our site.
What I love about this is that, it's helping us on both fronts. It's helping me as a marketer market my business in terms of getting in front of people and getting it out there. But I also love it for the whole search engine part of it to help me find stuff that I need. I cannot imagine how much time you have already invested in this in order to get all those tools in there.
Yeah, well, the entire project took us about 2 years to build out. And then it took us about a good probably 3 months to get a lot of the vendors and listings that are in there right now. So yeah, it's taken quite a while. I think the thing I was so excited about is that, and Jen, you know this, we all are in Facebook groups where somebody will say, hey, does anybody know a good copywriter? And next thing you know, there's 593, like, so-and-so is a good copywriter, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. And then you don't know if it's the right kind of copywriter you need. So you're sorting through all these random or even like project managers, or, what's the best tool for live streaming? Everybody has an opinion and chimes in with, well, I use this and I use that. Well, I use this, but you don't really know enough about their business to know if their recommendation is a good one for you and for what you do. So it just kind of makes it a little easier to bring everything together in one place, organize it, categorize it, let you be able to search for it. And then, the reviews like we talked about are what's going to make this so powerful.
Yeah, this is really super exciting. You guys, whether you're live or you're watching the replay, like consider this a huge opportunity to get in on the ground floor. Like, because this is one of those things, like it's definitely going to pay to get in on early. So I'm so excited.
Thank you. And again, if you provide a service to online marketers, if you do coaching, and let's say you help people with Facebook ads or graphics or branding or
I can't hear you. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know how you got muted. Hold on. Unmute. It's saying you're muted. There we go.
Hello, can you hear
Yep.
me? Yeah. I'm not sure what happened there. So what I was going to say is you can go there right now and just create a free listing if you believe your services, your products, your coaching are applicable for online marketers, create a free listing, and then we can hopefully start driving some traffic your way. And that is one thing I didn't talk about, Jen, some of our plans for driving traffic to the directory. Well, first of all, doing this with you, thank you so much. Our goal is to do these kinds of live streams all the time. There's some podcasts that we want to get on to drive traffic to the directory. We are reinvesting the majority of the listing fees back into Facebook ads to market the directory. We are going to be creating some pretty cool videos for each of the people that have listings that we're going to be putting on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. So we're really looking at our job once we have listings or vendors that are on there. And we will check you out though. And if we don't like you or we don't think that your service makes sense for our marketers, we may have a little conversation and refund your money, because we really want to make sure that it has people on there that meet our marketers' needs. But our goal really is to get as many people on there as we can, provide a really good experience for the online marketers, and then just drive as much traffic as we can to send business to our vendors and make sure that the vendors are really good people for the online marketers that are going to help them with their business.
Kat says, can we edit our listing?
Absolutely. Yeah. You once you create your listing, you go in and you edit it and you upload your photo, you type your about me information, you put a link to your website, etc.
And then after they do that, if they have a free listing, will they have the opportunity to upgrade later?
Absolutely. Yes. At any time you can upgrade to the basic listing or the premier listing.
Ah, fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a question. Is when you do the keyword search, is it case sensitive?
I do not believe so, but I'll have to test that. But I don't think so.
I don't know why that popped into my head. I just was curious.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, any other questions for Catherine and her revolutionary, truly revolutionary new platform? I mean, this is really exciting. Tell your friends, share it in Facebook groups. If you have a podcast or a group where you want Catherine to come and talk, I'm sure she'd be happy to. I'm just speaking on your behalf right here, Catherine.
Yes.
Signing you up for all sorts of stuff you didn't agree to, but
thank you. We really want this to be a win-win. In this online marketing space, we just have such an amazing opportunity to create these freedom businesses and these lifestyle businesses. But it's not easy, and we need help. We need the right software. We need the right people. And and maybe you as well, Jen, I just see that's where people struggle so much in the beginning, is not knowing where to go and what to use.
Yes. Well, and plus we just got so much stuff coming at us,
Right.
So,
right.
Well, you're getting lots of rave reviews already in the comments. Everybody's excited, and I'm definitely super excited as well. So thank you for joining us today and sharing this. And you guys, if you have any questions at all, I'm going to finish with the link. Go to onlinemarketingdirectory.com, claim that free listing for sure. Like, do that right away. You should have been doing that while we were talking. And
and give Jen a great review as well. Go to the keyword search and type in Jen Lehner.
Thank you. Thanks for that. And then what's the best place for people to reach out to you?
There's a contact button somewhere right on the website. They can
Okay.
click that and it'll go right to us, and we'll get back to you right away.
All right. Awesome. All right, you guys, sign up right away and have a great rest of your day. Catherine, thank you. And
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.